this is the study guide which Microsoft provide, like how you can prepare for it. Study guides say that you must know that how to set up your business central, then you should know that how to manage your financial, because the financial module is like the backbone of the system. It is really very, very important. And then
Mm-hmm.
you have to know that how to configure your sales and purchasing. As you just said that you guys are already using your procurement module, which is the purchase module in business central. And
Yeah.
then Microsoft want you to perform all of the business central operations. So basically, also in the certifications, also when you will give the exam, you have to define all of the processes, like how to make a sales order, and what you do after making a sales order, or what you make before making a sales order, like sales quote. So these are the processes that you have to know, like how to perform this in the system. So if we just go here, you can see like setup business central. Now, when you will make a new company in the business central, you have to set up that company. So in the study guide, I will going to teach you like how to first install the trial version of business central in your company, right?
Mm-hmm.
After
Mm-hmm.
installing that, how to make a new company in the business central. And then you have this functionality of assisted setup. So basically, you don't want to set up everything from the scratch. So it is like basically when you install any software in your laptop, right? And then you are going to see a screen on your laptop. Okay, now it's done. Just click next, and then install. So assisted setup is like that window only, right? So everything is
Oh,
arranged by Microsoft. You just have to go to that assisted setup, and everything would be done by Microsoft only. You just have to like click some two or three buttons. And
okay.
the configuration worksheet and the configuration packages are nothing like during your implementation time. Of course, you guys must have some data in your legacy system, right? Your chart of
Yeah.
accounts, your items, your vendor, your customer, everything. And
Yeah.
you
Okay.
had to transfer all of these master data to the business central. So what we consultant do is we use configuration packages. So when you implemented this software, those consultant must have provided you all of those templates. Ki, sir, this is the item template, this is the vendor template, this is the customer template, and you have to input all of these data in these templates. And then when you will provide all of these master data in our templates, we will upload these templates in the PC, your production company, and we will update
Mm-hmm.
this data for you. So that's
Yeah.
basically a work of configuration package. And trust me, it is not very complicated. It's very easy. So yeah. And then you will see this create general opening balances. Of course, after you have your master data, you must have your opening balances, like how much receivable you have for your customer, how much payable you have for your vendors, how much netting amount you have for your customers and vendor, how much items you have in your warehouses, all of these kind of general opening balances, how to do it in the business central. That also we
Mm-hmm.
will going to see in the business central. And after you
Okay.
have your like migration master data and your general opening balance and everything, we will migrate everything in one flow, right? And we will also
Oh,
see the way around, like how to be very creative with the system only. And
okay.
of course, then manage securities, user profiles. So profiles is basically your role centers, which you will going to see in your system, like the accounts profile and everything. And those profiles are 100% configurable, right? You can do
Okay.
anything in those profile, like remove it, or maybe put some security filters to it. So one user can access some pages, or one user can't access that page. So that you can control the security of the system in your company, right? That you can do. You also have the functionality of responsibility centers and everything. So if you want to restrict your data for one group of users, you can also do that from responsibility center. We will see all
Mm.
that in the detail. And of course, this core functionality, like how to set up the company information. You have an Indian company, so you would be dealing with the GST information, TDS, and everything. Well, right now I'm working with the US client, so it's all in my head is VAT.
Yeah. It's the same here.
Yeah. So this is your core functionality. Set up email accounts, or like how to set up this everything in the business central. You can do it from the front end. You don't have to learn the coding and all, right?
Okay.
So the dimension is basically for the reporting purposes. So if I tell you in like a very brief, so let's say ki you want to know that which warehouse employees issue which item. So you can make that employee the dimension, and when you issue that item, you can choose that employee as a dimension, and when you will go into the chart of accounts, you can search it by the name of that employee, and you can see that how much items this employee issued. Or you can also take the example of a sales person. You can also see that.
So
Okay.
in our company, like we have set up departments as dimensions.
That is very common. Yes. So
Okay.
when you set up as the department as dimension, you can see like which department has how much of expenses, or which department did how much of sales, and blah and blah. So that is the thing. So this is the user basically dimension, and dimension is a very vast topic actually. So we will going to spend a lot of time on it. Then of course, you have a manage approvals by using workflows. You can manage workflows. You can also make more workflows. And to manage workflows, now you must have a little knowledge about Excel, like how the conditions work, right? What is the greater sign means? What is the lesser sign means? If you know all of the meaning of that conditional formatting signs, you would be able to use the workflow, right? So
Okay.
workflow is a amazing thing. Describe business central integration with the products. Yes. Now, one thing is you can integrate your business central with a lot of things like Power Automate, Power BI, and the Power Apps. Right now, I'm working with the US clients, and trust me, those clients want to automate everything. They don't want user interface, right? No user
Mm.
interference they want. So what
Mm.
now, right now, the BC offers you that you can 100% automate every process in your company. And how to do that? By using Power Automate. But in this certification do not teach you like how to use Power Automate, but it will give you a very deep understanding like what is Power Automate, how to navigate it through the screen. So when you will know na ki how exactly Power Automate works, you would be able to guide your developers ki what exactly you want. So when you know the
Mm.
foundations ki how the Power Apps and Power Automate work, you would be like the master of it. You won't need any assistant from us functional consultants ki what exactly is going to be done. So that is it. And now the configure financial. Of course, you just told me that you are using journal ledger module. So you have to do this journal ledger setup and everything, which you do it in the chart of accounts, and
Mm-hmm.
the accounting periods, which is basically your fiscal periods and everything, which you would do. Set up payment terms and see all of these things which you're seeing here: accounting periods, payment terms, deferral, journal ledger, chart of accounts. We manage these in Business Central as a tables, right?
Okay.
So yes, you are using right now in your system a chart of accounts, vendor, customer. These are all tables, and when you will open your vendor's card, all of the options which you will see on the screen, we manage them as fields, right? And all of these fields and tables are 100% configurable from the front end only. We will going to see like
Okay.
how to do it. But yes, chart of account is basically the spine of the system. You will manage your general ledger from here. You will manage your trial balances from here. You will manage your financial statements from here. You will manage all of your general posting from here. Every time you do any general posting, or if you have to do check the ledger entries, you will come to the chart of accounts and you will just navigate to that GL, and you will check the balances from there only. So the chart of accounts is basically your home for everything. So
Okay.
that's the thing. Posting groups. So posting group is nothing. We are just arranging the accounts in groups and making them as a GLs. Right now, of course, you must be using vendor posting groups, customer posting groups, and everything. So we are just grouping the same customers or same vendors in a one group, and we will make them as a GL in the chart of accounts, and then we will start posting to those posting groups. So basically, this is the mechanism behind the posting groups. It is a very vast topic actually, but we will see like how it works. Set up journals and bank accounts. Of course, we can make multiple bank accounts. Then we will make a bank account posting groups, and we will assign that to the bank account and everything. And that's how it will work. Accounts payable and accounts receivable. Every time you will make any purchase order, and you will assign your GRN, which is your goods receipts notes. You have your item ledger entries, and then you will do the invoicing. You will become payable and everything. And this all have a proper cycle of it, and how it will become payable, which account will become payable, and how you will going to pay it. We will going to see that in this module, right? Receivable also work in the same way. The fixed asset module is a very vast module actually, but I want to know, like, are you guys using the fixed asset module right now in the company? Because if you're using it, would be much easier for you to understand this.
Yeah, we are using it.
Then see, of course, this is all the configuration and everything, how to configure your master data. Then yes, you can also assign the particular pricing and the discount and everything in the system, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would just share this link with you, and I just want you to go through this, just read all of it, like how what exactly you have to read, and then we will just delve deep into these topics.
Yeah, like I think so. Like I understand all this stuff because we have got training to like how to do the stuff. Each department
uh,
got a training, so I understand like all the stuff. But yeah, the back end, how to configure it, how to manage it, and like if there are issues, like how to tackle those. That's what my main aim is.
mhm.
And get the certification for sure. Like that's my company requirement.
Oh, that's your company's requirement. That's amazing. Okay, okay. So let me just tell you like how to install the trial version on your laptop, so you can just start practicing on your laptop,
I have
right?
a original license, I think so.
Oh, you have the license. Then it's amazing. Then it's amazing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you you can just make a new company, or if you have the sandbox, you can just start practicing on this. I would just want you to just make a new environment, and then make a
Yeah.
new company. Uh,
Like that's
on
what I'm
which
scared of. If I touch something and if it breaks because we're gonna go live like this
no
October or
worries,
something.
no worries. That's why I'm here. I will guide you. I will guide you like how to do it. So let me just I don't want to open my company's environment right now. What I can do. Let me just show you like how to do it. I have a
And you will be training me on business dynamics as well.
finance and operation. Actually, to be really honest, I did work on finance and operation, but I have a little weak hand on finance and operation. So I would suggest you to find someone who really worked a lot on finance and operation, because finance and operation is a very big ERP, and you must find a person who worked very thoroughly on that system. So I would not train you on that. So yeah,
So you would be just training me on the business central.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So this is your screen, and you can go to the admin center to make a new environment if you have to make a new environment. But I would
o-
suggest you to just make a new company, okay? Because you just want to practice it for your company, and your company do not want to learn. Okay, this is my another question from you also. Does your company ask you to like learn all of the things which a certification offers, or they just want you to learn the specific thing that your company is working on?
Everything. I'm the
Every
administrator.
okay, okay, that's amazing. Okay, so one thing is, if you want to make a new company, you can just let me just, you have to type Alt Q on the screen. This is a
Okay.
shortcut button. Alt Q, and this search bar will come, and then type
Okay.
companies, right? And when you'll open this, all of the company in your in that environment will come, and you have to just click on this. See, this create new company is the assisted setup window which I was talking about right now. So the Microsoft
Okay.
will just throw this welcome to assisted setup for creating a company.
Okay.
So that's why I love Microsoft. I mean, it's make your task very easy. So
Mm-hmm.
now you just have to make a company, let's say for Alphen, and this is a very tricky part. So it will ask you ki, okay, you want a evaluation data or a production data or a create data with no create a new company with no data. So the evaluation data means that Microsoft will provide you its own data. Okay, this is the demo master data for customer, vendors, items, and some documents which we already posted. So all of that
Mm-hmm.
data would be provided by Microsoft, and they provide you a data of like coffee company actually. So
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest you not to do that. Just click on production setup data only. So what will happen is all of the setups in the company is already happened, like all of the number series and everything, which is the essential setup to work in a company is already done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you will just click on the next, and it will tell you, ki, okay, these are the modules which you will going to get. Manufacturing, warehouse, services. Let's say, ki, bhai, I don't want human resources because we are not working in that. I don't want
Yeah.
foundation. Wese you want foundation actually. I don't want CRM, right? And then click next. Manage users of the company? No. Or you can just click on manage users and make users from here directly, right?
Okay.
And then click next. And now finish. Now your company will be created in maybe 3 to 5 minutes it will take. And after creating your company, you can just start posting your documents or start making new vendors or whatever you want, right? So that's how it's exactly works.
Okay.
I hope you would do this in your environment, and you can also make new environment and make a new company. That is a little trickier part, so I would suggest you to not to do it on your own.
Yeah.
We would do it on the call.